Right then, finally, all the songs are up, all the reads are up for the month. They're all in the comments under your videos. Don't forget to watch your sun, moon, rising, or whatever particular part of your chart that's bothering you at the minute. Cold's getting slightly better, but I ain't sniffing as much, but I am coughing, so I apologise for that. Some interesting reads, I think. Today's song is what's it? Do It Again. Well, I don't know whether you should or not, because I don't know. It sounds familiar, but I don't know which by out. I'll find it. It's an old one. Do It Again. I don't even want to go down that road and see what that means. Do what again? Oof. It's a bit, yeah. Anyway, let's get off that track. Oh, I just said I wasn't going to sniff and I've sniffed. Damn it. Sorry. So sorry. They go straight from my throat and nose and I come on camera anyway, so hey ho, you're probably used to me by now. So what's today's card then? The Hermit. Are we walking away from everything we've ever known or believed to be true to follow our true path? Or are we concentrating on material matters? Is it hospital visits? Is it trouble with our stomach? What is it? Still haven't got me sink fixed. Still waiting for somebody to come and have a look at it. So that's a bit of a nightmare. But we've got the Bulldog Spirit going on. Lots of good cards come out first. Very good. Let's see. Oh, it's right down at the bottom. I think that this happens now because I'm doing it the night before. I've got that spirit leaning on my bloody left shoulder again, which usually means the mother's side, the maternal side. Oh, God. You do put all the weight on. So some of you may have stress-related shoulder problems. Kristen, that goes without saying with you, doesn't it? Bloody hell. So let's see. We've got somebody coming with cap in hand asking for money. Or wanting to take their inheritance, or what they see as their inheritance, which I've never understood that. It's not theirs until you're gone, is it? They need your blessing to leave home, or there's no security now in the family unit. Anytime you see them is when they want money, basically. So you're not that enamoured with these people at the minute. You'd rather ignore them. They're becoming a nuisance, so you're not accepting anything. Yeah, because it's like Groundhog Day. You're sacrificing yourself for ungrateful people who don't deserve it. And you feel like a bit of a victim, but that's because you're not putting boundaries in place and you're not saying no. You haven't said no in the past. It's time to do so. Stop hanging yourself out to dry. It's Groundhog Day. I'd like to know from America, what day is Groundhog Day? I will Google it later on, probably, if I remember, but you know what I'm like. The 4 and the 12 is negative. Pisces energy is negative. We know it is till 2026 because that's Pisces in Neptune. And it's what's being causing all the problems. But the good thing is, today's card, though it's neutral, does tell us that healing will take place, medical matters, and that we are turning our back on material things. We know now the most important things are the 3 things you can't buy, which is love, health and happiness. There's all mouth and no trousers again. There he is. The snake in the grass, the Aries energy, the Aries cusper. Injuries to the head and face, any or all of those. There's one of the year of the snake. Early Aries is Pisces, late Aries is Taurus. So, and another one, another bloody argumentative fella. Libra. It's not like them to be like that, but they're not thinking clearly, and this one could be violent, so he must have something horrible in his chart. It could be two parts of the same person. It will be an older man who's confused, unable or unwilling to take action, gives bad advice. Doctors, priests and lawyers, divorced men, widows men. The very negative side of the masculine energy, really. A dark-haired, a red-haired man, possibly. Or maybe two men in your life, both being a pain in the backside. So you've decided, you know what? Forget it, I'm moving on, I've had enough. You could all go to Helen and Cart. You only want me when you need me, so sod off. We've got a snake there, snake there, snake there, snake in the grass. So the year of the snake could be very important. Or it could just be, like I said, they're a pain in the ass. So your only clue there is the 12, which is negative. You've got to put your boundaries in place. You've got to see things from a different angle. Otherwise, you're going to be hanging about in limbo for the rest of your days. You're not meant to walk this next part of the journey alone. Spirit will send someone in spirit or the flesh to walk with you. You are moving on, leaving the stormy waters behind. There it is again, hanging yourself out to dry for ungrateful people. So they've given us all we need to know for the story. Don't do things unless it's out of the goodness of your heart, because everybody will regret it, because there'll be grievances kept and the money won't get paid back. It's that sort of scenario. The one I told you about, where they borrow money, they plead poverty, and then the next thing you see, they're posting all over Facebook that they're going on holiday to Bermuda. Somebody gambling, somebody feeling isolated, alone, half erased, any or all of those. Lonely in a room full of people. They can come in out the cold, but they're too stubborn to do so. 5 years. Medical reasons. Somebody's half in, half out of something. They've already escaped in their head. All they need to do is take action to get out. That could be the violent man, like I said. There could be unfaithfulness here, or there could be a child that was a pregnancy that didn't go full term, depression. You're not filling your cup. You don't need others to make you happy or whole. You need to fill your own cup. And you've wasted an opportunity that Spirit gave you. Somebody here blocking your path. They're making it massively important that they stop you from doing something. And stealing your happiness, basically. Leo energy, the 19, any or all of those, children, travel. It's a puzzle. You can't understand why. What is the problem? Keeping you in the dark. Twice, the sun and the moon. So it's the eclipse energy. Or the solar eclipse of last month and the lunar eclipse of this month. Inner turmoil. Torn between two people, two situations, two jobs, two houses. And neither look all that good to me, to be fair. Yeah. So your wishes and dreams can't come true because you keep dimming your light, you keep giving in to them and refusing to face the chaos that needs to happen. You need to get out there, network, follow your guiding star, and then things will improve. Ankles and legs, heart, back, feet, toes, it's somebody's being diminished, and I'm worried about a very few, because there's that violent man again and there's the victim. So I don't want you to be the victim of violence and end up either committing suicide or being destroyed, really. So that's for a very few of you. So you've got the green light. Spirit wants you to move on. Find a new team, make a new foundation. It's time to go. New team. Whatever it is, it could be a new business. What you start, it will pay off within 3 years. So you're wasting your time where you are. People are taking advantage or taking you for granted. 17 is negative, 18 is negative, 19 is negative. It's those Ides again, isn't it? The middle of the month. Sorry. I'll pause you for start. I'm going to have to pause you, hang on. That was a good one. Yeah, now we've got the 15. We just need the 16. Toxic situation, you're being manipulated. You're selling your soul to the devil. Don't sign any contracts. Keeping up with the Joneses, comparing yourself to others, thinking that you have to go for that shiny bauble. Somebody's using you like a puppet. Unbelievable. Greed, selfishness, all toxic. Capricorn energy being used. So it can be a Capricorn or the 15, all negative. So somebody probably will come to apologise, but that doesn't mean it's true. I don't think you should accept it. Spirit don't think you should accept it. It's up to you. Yeah, there's Taurus here as well now. We've got Virgo there, Taurus there. Virgo is positive. It's the only one here that seems to be. Taurus 5/23 negative. Teachers, schooling, a loss of faith, unable to or unwilling to speak the truth. Problems with the throat area that need healing. Institutions, religion, all a load of baloney. 5/23. Because it's more about faith and faith in yourself than it is about religion. You know what my opinions of religion is. So, finally, we've got another good one. So we've got, what's the good ones? We've got Virgo and Aries. Standing tall. Looking the world in the eye. Straight back, shoulders back, chest out. Makeovers, hair done, nails done, new outfit maybe, shave. Projecting a positive image out into the world. Bosses, government officials, father figures, emperors, our king maybe even. So yeah, I think that's toxic. So but it's about self-esteem. It's about you having self-esteem and new beginnings, fresh starts, a rebirth if you like, because there's been an injustice, there's no doubt about it. This is full of major arcanas. I don't think we've missed one out hardly yet. We've got the 11, the 12. So they're the first ones. An imbalance, sitting on the fence, not making a decision. That Libra energy is definitely negative. And children could be involved, or fond memories of the past, looking at old photo albums, stuff like that. Happiness, happier times in childhood, 6 months. And the Capricorn energy again, but this is somebody who is on top of the world as far as finances goes, very secure in their retirement years. The dragon, the person that's got a nice little nest egg. So be careful of these people that want to take it from you, because there is somebody here that wants to take it from you and you feel ostracized. You feel cheated. You feel half of what you were. For some reason, it's not fair and it's not right, but there's no point crying over it. And you have a choice. You can either come in out the cold or you can stay where you are. But it all depends on your self-esteem. If you're willing to hang about in limbo for the rest of your life for ungrateful people, that's fine. And go back into the warm. Otherwise, you're going to have to put up with this slight feeling left out and feeling different. Most empaths feel like that all their lives anyway. So find your own tribe. Because this one ain't working. There it is. What you own owns you. Sitting on the fence. What did I say? 26. Not a good look, is it? It's up to you. Do you want to sell your soul to the devil and live your life in this stagnation or not? That's all there is to it. 2 years. 26. The thing is, right, like Spirit says, you will earn it. You'll have whatever it is that you want. The name Henry and David are important. But wealth is not about money. It's about how you truly experience life. It's about being grounded in the physical. It's the house of money. It's what you own and movable goods. It's ruled by Taurus. We're in Taurus now, and that's negative. The second house is also about solid reality, creature comforts, lifestyle, and areas supported primarily in the physical realm. It's about the keys to power, and he has 2 keys, one that binds him to the spiritual, one to the material. You have to choose which you're going to use. It's how money empowers or disempowers you. Second house is always to do with money and possessions. Ownership, maintaining comfortable shelter, living in personal values, but above all, self-esteem. And if you haven't got that, it doesn't matter what else, other trapping you've got around you. It's how you decide to utilise and manifest this in the physical realm, and how you invest, and about how happy it makes you. And this card turns up. You've got to concentrate on the practical issues. How do you handle your finances? How do you look out for yourself in terms of shelter? Are you being rewarded for what you do? Are you making a good living at what you love? I doubt it. It's time where you need to protect your resources to manage those things you earn in an equitable way. So I'm sowing the seeds for a good harvest later on. And it's time to build, accumulate, toil and manage. You may be at a stage to take the beginning steps of opening your own business. Well done, Spirit. You're embarking on a path that will not only enable you to realise your dreams, but not where you are because your dreams are shattered. So it's important to stay the course because you're coming up against stubborn individuals that want to stop you. Be flexible when dealing with these people, especially concerning goals or financial matters. Music, especially the human voice or issues concerning the voice box. There you go, my throat and his throat. May somehow figure in. Beauty and maintaining a good appearance. Having a sense of fashion at this time may be imperative. No matter what your question or focus, money, earnings and material assets are going to play a part. Usually this is extremely positive, indicating significant financial rewards, but at what cost? If you stay on the path and remain diligent and committed to all you do, since the second house is ruled by Taurus, with patience, gradual advancement and solid achievement is on its way. But the warning here is to be cautious because now we've gone full circle. Because that's what I said at the beginning. Because if you come into money, you may meet some unscrupulous people who will work to get it from you. However, do consider this in relation to your question. So whatever it is, it might not be money, but they will, if they see something they want and you've got it, they're going to try and take it from you. It's about stubbornness, laziness, something that comes slowly and drags. No matter how fast or delayed, your abundant harvest will arrive, however. But somebody's here stirring that pot again. The 16, the shit stirrer. Transformation needs to take place. Shed that skin. You will learn some knowledge and it will change everything. And then you can perform the magic, the miracles. So, we know what Sari did, don't we? She got mad at that kid because he licked his finger and became a massive wizard because she left him to do something she should have done herself. So the moral of the story is, if you want something doing, do it yourself. She ended up pregnant, didn't she? And then had him adopted because he was too beautiful. And her other kid was ugly and they was jealous. It is said that he grew up to be the famous Taliesin. I'm drawing Sari's card. A transformation is likely. If you're not already beginning one, first it is necessary to gather all the correct ingredients and place them in the mixing pot, which is why it's going to take a while. Be careful to ensure that everything is in its place and you don't leave it to other people to do, because we know how that ends. Maybe certain astrological points in the time also. So what we need is a point on the astrological map where Aries and Libra and all the others, obviously Libra and the moon and the sun will be in detriment because they're in the reverse. So all those things that I've mentioned will be aligned. Transformation can be welcome and sometimes not, but one thing is certain, you will not be the same afterwards, and this is usually a good thing, a blessing in disguise, no matter how you perceive it at the time. Just as a story on shapeshifting goes, so too it is important to shapeshift, to be adaptable in every situation. What in your life can you apply this to? Where do you need to adapt or adopt another way of being? Look at each situation and decide what qualities you need most to navigate your way through. It's all about thinking and doing differently in order to obtain a different outcome than normal. So take a different path because we're on that crossroads and we're half in and half out, and that's no good. You've got to make a decision. It's also the moon goddess and she's not happy. It's another cycle of change. Everything is in a state of flux at the minute. The only constant in your life is change. A time to roll with the flow, look at yourself and your life and see what needs to change. Needs to move, needs to grow, and it looks like you moving on. Let it in, don't resist it. This is a gift of change. So you are ready to create a new beginning. Okay. How are we doing? Let's have a rune. So I'm ready for bed. Oh, and it's the unknown. Can you see there's no on it? Absolutely bugger all there. Well, so we're not supposed to know because it would change our judgment. If spirit, you all scream at spirit saying, why are you doing this? What am I supposed to do and everything? The point is, they don't mind either way. As long as you decide something that makes you happy. They can't decide for you. They can help you when you've made your decision, but they can't do it until you've decided what you want. Second house, this is karma, and we've got Aries again there. It's about your self-esteem. It's about you making fresh starts, new beginnings, a rebirth. So, head and face healing, like I said, looking after yourself, getting your hair done, stuff like that. Second house is Taurus, which is now the neck and throat. We've got that in there. It's in the negative. Material things and that's all negative. It's about a spiritual rebirth. So where's me nodes? So we've got a North Node, which is good because it's rewards. In Aries, the path of self-development. The soul is learning to be separate, not dependent on others. Self-sufficient individual, centered around the self, not in an egotistical way, with the courage to initiate change and to evolve independently. Well done, Spirit. cracking read. And then we've got in the second house. The task is to develop inner security, so you don't need anyone else to make you feel secure. Draw on karmic resources and values at an eternal rather than a material level. And that's what I'm saying. Don't let money be your dividing factor, your possessions be your dividing factor. You should have enough self-esteem to know that you're worth 10 of any rich man if you stand in your truth. So that was good, wasn't it? What we got left? I'll have one of these. I'm going to pause you again while I get some tissue. I bet you think, God, you don't want to listen to air sniffing all day. Mocky cow. Right. Here we go. Oh, Eros. Now, doubt. Doubt is your enemy. It could cost you big time if you doubt. So it's about heart, it's about love, it's about abandonment. So Eros, it's a lovely story, really. It's got an happy ending. Eros was a Greek god of love. There you go. It could be Sagittarius, even with his little thingy, bow and arrow. Born the son of Aphrodite, is considered to be the most beautiful and the youngest of the Greek gods, a bit like Ceres' illegitimate child. He is depicted as a young winged boy holding a bow and arrow in his hand and is often represented as Cupid. Eros fell in love with Psyche, and because he was so beautiful, he insisted that she would never look upon him for her own safety. He was thinking about her, and therefore would only meet in the darkness. Oh, was he really thinking about her, though? Can't be seen out with her. After much pressure from her family, who did not believe her story of his beauty, well, you won't, would you, if you can only see him when it's dark and no one else is there, Psyche tricked Eros by lighting a lamp, but in them days it was an oil lamp. And as she saw his beauty, she began to tremble, and as she did, hot oil from the lamp fell on Eros and burnt him. In physical and emotional pain because she doubted him, he flew away, wondering why she had ever done so. Aphrodite, his mum, seeks revenge on Psyche. However, Eros heals from his wounds, hears what his mum's about to do, and he returns to Psyche to rescue her. They then marry and live out their lives happily ever after. How good is that? But you don't have a white knight to come running into you. You've got to save yourself. Your commitment to your family and friends, who you love, is overwhelming, and you give your all and never think twice about the energy. Being the martyr, what did I tell you? Well, they come with their hand out all the time. Where are they gone? With their bloody hand out waiting for that money. Anyway, you know what I'm on about. You give your all and never think twice about the energy you put into the relationship, as you're very satisfied with how it makes you feel and are much loved in return, so unconditional love. But at times, you don't feel that's true because you realise you're taking the mick, and this is one of those moments. You have little to fear, as your loved ones just preoccupied at this present time and not giving you the attention that's normally given to you. They have no idea how you are feeling, left out right now, ostracised, alone. These past fears of abandonment are influencing you at present, so just recognise those feelings belong in the past and let them go. Give your loved ones a moment and a bit of space to get back on their feet and everything will turn to normal. But don't go buying their affections. Don't go trying to enable them. They've got to learn to stand on their own 2 feet because you're not going to be there forever. But just let them get on with it. They'll need you before you need them. Okay? So they might come to you for some money and you might say, I can't. You're never going to give me it back, so I can't. And then they'll get upset because they'll say, don't you trust me? Well, no, it's not that you don't trust them, but you know them very well. You love them, warts and all, but you know what they're like, is the scenario. So, how long we got? Okay, let's see. Where are they? Got to find the cards. Oh, there they are. Then I can go to Betty Bars. Yeah, be honest. Be honest with yourself. Don't kid yourself and don't kid them neither. Because somebody here is not speaking the truth. Angel wisdom reminds you that your every thought, word and emotion and action is reflected in your aura. So if you don't want to give somebody something, they know it. They feel it. When you're honest about why though, then they're okay. They're usually okay about it when they come round. Because you've got to be honest. Your aura is crystal clear and everyone knows where they stand with you and feel totally safe. The angels suggest that you look within and purify the murky thoughts and feelings that you've got. And when you're totally honest with yourself, you behave with integrity and dare to be open. For there's nothing to hide. People respect and trust you more. They might not like what you have to say, but in the end, they will trust and respect you more because you're being honest. As you radiate a resonance of honesty, people respond to you with openness and honesty in their turn. And you might not like what they say either, but at least be honest. At least you're communicating. So be honest in your thought, word and deed because you're manifesting a new reality. Thanks for listening. Speak soon.